so we don't lose Facebook. All right, we live.
Yeah.
Cliff Focus, my brother Regis Hillman, aka Absolute,
What's going on, man? I'm glad
dope
to get
ass
this going
retired
with you.
MC. Gotta come back. You know what I mean?
Man, one day, man, one day.
I know you're gonna be back, man. We
Oh,
had
yeah.
Ashes checking in.
What's going
Go
on?
to
What's
his
going
mental
on?
health. Leave our gun laws alone. Okay, that's what Ash is thinking on that.
I like that. That's some
Doing
solid
well.
thinking, man. Because
Yeah,
at
because
the end of the day, guns don't kill people. Dummies do.
yep, yep. People misusing them. People, and like me and Dust talked about it a little bit, but we don't get too serious the other day. But like I was saying the other day too, it's like, I think both sides to a degree should have some type of willingness to sit at the table. Like it shouldn't be like, oh, no matter what, don't touch a single gun law.
Right.
Oh, no matter what, we got to take away all the guns. Like there has to be some type of, I don't know, man.
There gotta be some harmony, some cohesion, man, because just like you said, the brain has a left hemisphere and a right hemisphere. If you just thinking off of one side, what the fuck are you gonna have?
Exactly.
Not a
Exactly.
balanced person.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And these
You
motherfuckers think they
thinking.
could get in there and it's just either gun laws, or mental health, mental health, mental health. No, it needs to be a nice marriage of both of them.
Combination.
Because if you get the right gun laws, as in anybody just can't come in and grab them, and then the right mental health evaluations, for an example of, hey, this motherfucker just had this done, and these people called on him, and he just did this threat. Maybe he need to be on the list for 5 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And maybe depending on the infraction, maybe like maybe some would only be a year.
right.
Maybe but if let's say you just did a stint at a mental health, or you just went on a new medication, or something maybe it goes into like what you just said, maybe like a longer a longer list of something, man. I mean, it's like, you don't want to mess with the freedoms in America, because that's what
Right.
makes us, you know, what we are in such a great country, and able to protect ourselves. God forbid, people don't realize, like, God forbid some Red Dawn type of shit actually were to happen.
That's why
Some
we're never invaded.
invasion.
Everybody got straps.
Everyone, like, Russia knows, like, you're gonna have to deal with the best military in the world. Arguably, things might have changed a bit at this point.
Right. And a bunch
And
of teethless niggas.
yeah, bunch of
Bruh,
teeth
a
motherfuckers
bunch of
and a bunch of
teethless niggas with big straps. I'm
yep,
scared.
yep,
And then
yep.
the niggas with teeth with straps, I'm scared. I'm
Yeah.
scared.
That exactly, the fucking, the illegal guns, the legal guns, all that shit, the militias,
Man,
all that shit.
bro, like, it's people they don't think about that, man. And you said something that a lot of people don't pay attention to: the medications.
Yeah,
If somebody's on certain medications, I'm not trying to say that they shouldn't be able to defend themselves.
yeah,
Maybe, depending on the medication that they're on, maybe they don't need access to straps. If you want something for being bipolar, do,
yeah. Like, yeah,
do we
should
need to give
like
you a strap?
maybe at the very least, in those situations, there should be a more extensive test than, like, just a regular,
Right,
like, regular dude trying to get a gun. Like
right,
to think there should be nothing done, even for people that struggle with a sense of reality
right.
or mood shifts, or I was saying to Dust the other day, it's like, you know think about it, like if you have to wait, your decision making is better sometimes.
Oh,
But let's say
100%.
you're angry as fuck, you run to Walmart, you know what I mean, you grab a
Mhm.
fucking shotty, you could get it in 20 seconds. But if you had to wait, even if it's 48 hours, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
100%.
I don't know, man. It's
It's
like,
the
I say, I
same
don't know.
thing as,
I don't know.
like, if you was about to smash this female, right? If you jerk
Yeah.
off before you go smash her, now you gonna
Yeah.
look at it like
Yeah.
it ain't worth it. But if
We
you
might
got
not
a
know.
loaded gun and you run into her house,
Yeah.
it's about to be an active shooter.
Straight up.
About to be an active
Straight up.
shooter. You might
He's
fuck
gonna
your
be a
life
very
up.
active shooter. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, well, yeah, the shooter is to blame. That's yeah, of
Oh,
course. Listen,
100%.
100% the shooter is to
100%.
blame, without a doubt. I mean, at the end of the day, it falls on the individual 100% at the end of the day. But it's like, are there any preventive measures that don't infringe on our freedoms
Right. That's
that
the
we can
biggest
take?
part.
Because that's the thing. We can't, you give up a little freedom, eventually they're taking all the freedom.
Right.
And that, like you've seen it with with the Patriot Act is one of the most glaring examples of that. That's one of the main examples of that. The Patriot Act, 9/11. Oh, well, for your protection, we need to make sure we're monitoring even US citizens, but we won't use their information, but it's for terrorism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Terrorism shit settles down. You think they stopped with that Patriot Act? Hell no. They renewed that contract 3-4 times since.
Bruh, look at New York. Do you know how hard it is for me to get an assault rifle?
Whew, bro, impossible.
Dog,
Impossible almost. You know
like
what I mean?
I was gun shopping, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here looking at the type of guns I could get. And once you whittle it all down, it's not worth it to get an assault rifle in New York, dog. I'm
Nah,
better off getting a shotgun with mods.
you absolutely put
That's
some
that's
legal
all I
mods
could
on it
get.
or illegal. You know what I mean?
And now I'm saying if I want to stay legal, hubby, that's the
Yeah.
only way I could really go. Because if I get an assault rifle here in New York, it's not, bro. I might as well have a handgun.
What kind of list currently? What's like? I've been out of New York for a little while, so I'm
It's
not up on it
you
as
can't
much.
have a standard issue magazine. It's over. It's like you can only have a low amount of ammo. I think it's like 12 shots or something ridiculous. Like it's insane. Like you can't have certain modifications on the rifle.
Yeah.
But I could drive for 8 hours. I'm sorry. I could drive for 10, 12 hours and I'm good money. Good
Yeah,
money.
and that's the other thing too, right? With the politicizing and the overreaction every time these things happen. It's like the worst from both sides. All right, put it like this: how many people that died in mass shootings?
Do I know?
Yeah, how many?
Personally,
Yeah,
none. But I've come in contact with plenty.
same as me, 0. Here's my point. Here's the tag to that.
Mhm.
Now, how many people do you know that got killed in shootings just in the streets?
I don't even want to count that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even want to count
You know?
that.
So
That's
so we
sad.
don't pay attention. We don't pay attention, to the civilian killer. Like if all this gun shit is gonna be a thing
Mhm.
that one side wants to politicize or not, it should be a full-time thing or it should be a no-time thing. You
Exactly.
know, and obviously this is worse. The last two are worse because it's civilians. It's one was racially motivated and one was children, and that's worse than dudes that are
Uh,
in the street shooting at each other because it's
because
kind of
then it's at least fair turf. It's at least
yeah,
fair then. And the
yeah.
difference
There's
then
something
is
to it.
you
Yeah,
know you on a dinner table.
yeah,
With a mass
uh-huh,
shooting, you don't know you on a dinner table
yeah,
until you
yeah.
fool.
Exactly, exactly, bro. People are talking mad shit about Ramos, that he was a Manchurian candidate. His doctor was allegedly a hypnotist. Operation Dream something. I gotta look into it. It's possible.
Mm.
Anything's possible. The thing with this one, too, that it like doesn't make sense because the this dude was 18, right?
Right.
He had there's no like connection as of now to any issues with any teachers at the school.
Not
Obviously,
with that school.
yeah, he's not in that school. So this is one of the few where something along those lines, bro, I was reading one thing, bro. What
Or
one story.
he did something where like he threatened to shoot up something or he did something crazy.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
oh, you
ye-
safe. You safe. But
yeah, that's my man Ross. He fucking played. He's stupid as fuck.
yo, and I kind of thought he was playing because he said gay friendly. So I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
all right, you
That's my
safe
brother,
though. But
right? Yeah. No matter what,
he
you're
did
good.
something
You know what
crazy. And then it's the normal thing, like he was getting bullied at his high school. He got a dry dick,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
it's the same type of niggas. They get bullied, they get no pussy, they sad. It's the
More
same
often,
motherfuckers.
more often than not, it does. It does end up being the case, and it's come out that I don't know if he was exactly trans or what his exact situation was, But you know, it come out that he had some of that going on too. So
Well, he's not fashion appropriate because that skirt is way too fucking high. If he knew what he was doing and he was dressing, that skirt wouldn't have been
he
so
doing the
high. He
trans
would have
wave,
hung it
right?
a little lower. So that
Yeah.
makes me think that he don't have nice hips. If he,
Stupid as
if
fuck.
he had nicer hips, see, look right here. It's just
No,
straight
no hip game.
down.
No
My
hip
nigga
game.
shaped
No hip
like
game.
plank.
You know what I mean? Yeah. No hip game. That's why he's mad, because he wants to be trans
Yeah,
and he knows he'll never be able to pass. You know
ever.
what I
He
mean?
got that
You
nice
know,
ass hair for
never
nothing.
pass.
Look what God did.
Yeah.
Gave him that nice ass hair and no hips. Poor
He even
boy.
mad about it.
Yeah,
You know, he's like, God damn, this shit's never gonna work out. You know what I
right.
mean?
Why his flag
You know,
so faded? He ain't got no fucking pride for where he from, man. His flag faded than
yeah,
a motherfucker.
got a fucking Family Dollar fucking trans flag. Fuck out of
Right.
here, bro.
Right, and then he got a fucking
Yeah.
smoke detector or a carbon monoxide detector in the
Yeah.
flick. Come
I just
on,
peeped that.
bro.
Yeah. You gotta crop that out at
Come
least,
on,
bro.
bro.
Come on now. Come on now, bro. Look, a Mexican with pimples. You don't see that shit too much either.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah. Mexican with acne.
Oh
I don't
my
know how many.
god.
I know a lot of Mexicans. I don't know if I see any with no chin acne.
Oh my god.
Saying
Look
no,
at
this
that
dude.
hair. That's a waste of good hair. You
Yeah,
know
you
what
do
the
got.
fuck I could do with that type of hair? I could have a cult with hair like that. I'd be
Hell yeah, bro.
convincing all types of motherfuckers to do shit with that hair. He just
You
squandered it.
you'd be a pimp automatically. Like if you
Oh my
had that
god.
hair, you would automatically, like, you'd have to be a pimp. There would be
I'd
no
be
other lane.
luxurious, nigga.
If you put that shit on you right there, bro.
All
You know what I mean?
types of Pantene Pro V and Tresemme and
All
all
right.
that shit.
Hell yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we got in the comments. So I can stay on top of them a little bit. People on the left and right in America use Australia as an example of gun control or government tyranny. Both sides are wrong. 100%.
Mm,
I mean, yeah.
sure,
I mean, there's no question
sure.
about it, man. It's the point this country has gotten to, where it's like we can't have a logical conversation about
Anything.
anything anymore. Nothing. Nothing. You can't
As
talk
soon as you
race.
start to say something, they're gonna say you left. Or as soon as you say something that that side don't like, oh, you too far right. It's shut up and listen, motherfuckers. Man.
Yeah, just can we talk out here? He looks like he look. How old is Regis? He looks like a young goat. Yo, that black don't crack, son. You know what I mean? You know,
Man,
Regis is
I'm
63. You know what I mean?
facts.
Yeah,
Bro, like I
Regis is,
remember when I couldn't ride on the front of the bus, nigga. Like,
yeah,
bro, I'm
yeah,
still used to the other fountains.
yeah. You ever see that
I'm
that
old
black
as
and
shit.
white? You ever see the black and white photo with the fire hydrant? If you look, Regis is in that shit. He getting sprayed by the hose. This
Bro, I
man.
still got German
Oh,
Shepherd bites in my left leg. It's
yeah. See
crazy.
this scar? This scar's for 64. You know what I mean? Nah, shit is real in the field, bro. Let me see what else we
Don't
got.
laugh at that. That's a racism.
Oh man, it's just, bro. One of the things I seen that was crazy. One of the
Mhm.
kids that survived, right? He said he was going in there, and he was like, "Good night, you're gonna die now." And that's what he said before he started fucking bucking kids, bro.
What?
Bucking kids. It's bad if you bucking kids. I guess at that point, whatever you say isn't. But I mean, to even
Going
just
in
to
and
show, yeah, bro, the evil. You know what I mean?
I'm not no super religious motherfucker, but wherever he at right now, I hope he getting like
Seriously, man.
the dog shit fucked out of him by Satan.
Well, he might like that shit though, judging from those pictures.
Well,
The
never
motherfucker be
mind
like,
then.
"Give
I
it to
hope
me,
it's just some
Satan. Give
I
it
hope it's
to me,
just a bunch of
Satan."
bad angel bitches then.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
hope he's getting head from fucking
yeah, the coldest
Elizabeth Taylor in
motherfucker.
her prime, right? But no, she's a gay icon. That don't work either. Fuck.
Yeah.
Really?
Marilyn Manson, Marilyn Monroe.
She said, "I don't agree with this sentiment."
It
Okay,
doesn't
that's
seem he's
very
transition. Yeah, look at his hips.
Oh yeah, he definitely a trick. He didn't do shit. He got
He
no
didn't
titties.
transition. Yeah, he's
He got
uh,
nothing going on there. You know what I mean?
thought he could pass on that hair.
Told you, that's my son. That's why I hit my man Regis up. I said, "Bro, cut this shit. Let's do something." You know what I mean? Because I know my
Yo,
brother. He has nuanced opinions, and he's a funny dude, and he's talented. So you know what I mean?
man, I'm glad you hit me up, bro. I saw you doing your streaming thing. I was like, yo, he be going. You be on Twitter. You put your work in. You
Trying, bro.
put your work in. You gonna have your 10,000 hours soon. And you know what that mean.
Yeah. That means what does that mean? That means you mastered it or some dumb shit, right? Or was that
Yeah,
go? How's it go?
yeah. You don't. get to really achieving something until you put 10,000 hours in it.
You ain't lying,
And
bro.
I never believed in that shit until I really looked and was like, everybody who really in it, they do that.
Yeah, you gotta grind. Listen, you gotta grind, man.
The weight of the strap.
He walked in there like, yeah, how heavy this gun is. Time to die, this motherfucker.
Jesus. Yo, that's sick. That's sick.
Terrible, bro. Hey, yo, Scruff, what's good, man? That's my guy right there. He went by a new name recently, but we ain't go. He's trying to hide from some of the trolls. So you know what I mean. But that's my guy right there. He said, yeah. He we just walked to Selma. He walked to Selma personally. You know
I went the wrong way. That's why I wasn't in the picture. I'm horrible with directions.
You missed
I
that
met
one.
somewhere else and got whooped on by myself.
Yeah. Cass, always showing that love. Damn, Regis was in real life with him.
Yo, you know how trash that would be to think you meeting with everybody to march somewhere and then you get somewhere else by yourself and you just getting whooped on by yourself. Bro, that'd be so fucking trash.
Yeah, and you know that happened. Unfortunately, you know that definitely had to have happened.
That right there would have made me racist. I'd have hated niggas. If I showed up somewhere by myself and they was like on the other side of town and I'm just getting worked on by myself, yeah, I'd be like, man, fuck y'all too.
You would have joined the KKK. You would have went right from the Selma march.
Oh yeah, I'd stop seasoning everything.
Yeah,
nothing with seasoning. Nothing.
You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, I don't know, bro. You know, the problem is, right? It's gonna be like everything else. Something happens. Both sides say ridiculous shit. Nothing ever gets done, and you know, and I don't fuck with Trump, but you know, he was at the NRA joint. And you know, he was saying we got to spend whatever we got to spend to keep. Bro, did you see all the failures now that the cops are admitting to and everything else?
Oh, it's insane,
bro.
It's insane.
Yo, like they sat outside for up to an hour or 45 minutes or some shit while he was in the school.
And the crazy thing about it is, do you think that would have happened if I don't want to say this, but if that wasn't Mexican kids, do you think that would have happened? Or if any of they kids was in there?
That's a good question, right? Because this is like
one
of the first
to do the whole race thing, but like if any of they kids was in there, come on, man.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying too. That was like one of the things I was thinking and joking about after it went down. I'm like, if y'all are trying to get gun control better from conservatives, it's not going to be when they kill a bunch of Mexicans. That's not going to be who died? 19 Mexicans. Oh no. To keep we're not touching gun laws. You know what I mean? Let them kill. But listen, in Newtown, you know, the Connecticut shit, that I think that was mostly mostly white kids as well. You know what I mean? I mean, not as well. That was mostly you know, whites, I believe. So I don't know, man. There's just so many failures, bro, across the board. You know what I mean? Like and we can't be like this fucking bro. Listen, you're gonna tell me that you're such a fan of freedom and the amendments and the Constitution that you think an 18-year-old mentally unwell trans kid who was bullied should be able to cop fucking assault rifles the minute he turns 18? I mean, does that sound like the right thing, even if you're for freedom?
You can't even drink
until you're 21.
You can't even legally drink, and your brain not done developing until you're 25. So what the fuck are we doing?
What are we doing? If it's for maybe hunting shit, you could give to, but not even. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know, bro. Because it's like it's always that thing, man. It's like if we agree to them taking anything away or changing anything, it never fucking stops.
Right.
You know, next thing you know, it's well, okay, we'll make it 21. Then it's 25. Then it's the next thing you know, it's it's a slippery fucking slope, bro. That's
everything is, man. Like you give somebody an inch, they're gonna take a mile.
See, Ross, maybe they should just make it harder to walk into school. You don't see people mass shooting sports events. They know the easiest place. Yeah, that's true.
We always complaining how it's not enough jobs for people. Why don't we mentally screen people and have guards at schools. I know people talk about some, but it feels like a prison when you do that. Nah, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
feel a lot safer if there's a motherfucker that knew how to use a strap, not a pistol, dog, like a real strap
yeah,
at the school. He ain't got to stand right by the door on some go hard shit, but just be
yeah,
around. Have him parked
yeah,
across the street from the school in
yeah.
plain
Maybe not
sight.
even in the premises at all times. Maybe
Right,
parked right in front. You know what I mean? Just
right.
oh, who the fuck is this walking up? And then
They don't even
you can
gotta
cut
know
it.
he there until they need him. But
Yeah,
as long
yeah.
as he's, let's say, 50 feet away from the school, that'll stop a lot of shit and it'll create jobs. Not
I
everybody
agree.
who come home
I
from the
agree.
military
Yeah,
get a job. Just like
yeah.
everybody who come home from the military ain't mentally unstable. Some of them dudes get unstable because they can't find work. If you could put
That's a
that
good point
person
too.
who's only able to function in war times in a situation where he feels like he's still useful and can
Yep,
patrol and
yep.
control the situation, someone who's also trained in using straps, man, come on. You know how many jobs we gonna create
Totally agree. That's what
and keeping people safer?
yeah, 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 100%. That's one of the things me and Dusty would talk about the other day. Like, maybe you have like like one armed guard for up into a certain amount of students, and then if
Right.
it's over a certain amount, if it's over 200 or three, whatever whatever the number ends up
And
being,
even if you
maybe
don't
you have
want to go
three
students,
at that point.
campuses.
Yeah,
Like you know them big schools that got like 2 buildings.
yeah,
Okay.
of course.
What's logical for 2 buildings? Do you think you need 2 people and so or so forth for however big square
Yeah,
feet?
yeah, exactly. It's square footage,
Yeah.
bodies, one way or another. They got
Mhm.
because something has to happen. Period.
Something,
Like
dog.
you can't have it where somebody can just literally walk into a fucking school that easy. The gun laws are going to be a lot harder to change, and I don't think most of them should be changed than
Right.
it would be just to put somebody that could handle it the second it starts
Right.
unfolding. That's easier. We can make that happen tomorrow. You know,
Right.
40
Yeah.
billion. We were talking about this the other day. 40 billion, bro. He just signed another $40 billion deal for fucking Ukraine. 40 billion.
Bro, we always got the money when it come to making us look good. But when it come to doing right by us and being good, it's insane. We could
We
look
just
good all we
America.
want, but we can't be good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
facts. Facts. My brain not developed yet.
I'll be honest. Like I started kind of almost getting it together around 27, and then I really started getting it together around 32. Like where I really started
Yeah.
looking myself in the mirror,
Yep.
being honest with myself about my flaws, and working on them.
Yep.
Instead of telling everyone else they're crazy. If everyone says the same thing about you, they're probably right.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's not a bad idea to look into it. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's
You know?
something I never understood about people. I never understood
Yeah,
that. Like, if everybody got a problem with you, how you not see that maybe you the fucking issue?
exactly.
I never understood that.
Nah, bro. And listen, bro. How many Bro, I can't tell you, man, how many people that like I haven't talked to some people in 15 years, and then I talk to them again, and
Mhm.
it's like, oh, you haven't changed at all. Like you're literally the same. Now I remember why I stopped fucking with you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
My brother Beetlejuice was good, man.
Yo, the display pic is wild.
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. You
What's
remember the dude
going
from
on?
Howard Stern, right? You remember Howard Stern?
Yes.
The dude,
Yes.
Beetlejuice, yeah. That's not him, but
No,
he,
I know. I
like
know.
a parody joint, you know what I mean? But
Bro,
that's the
I
guy
fell down a rabbit hole and watched a documentary about that nigga.
about Beetlejuice.
Yeah. I felt the shame. I felt the shame, bro. I was like, I need to do something with my life.
Watch
I
the
feel
fucking
so ashamed.
Beetlejuice fucking documentary out here.
Like I'm a documentary whore. Like I
Me too.
fall down a rabbit hole. Not the nice fancy ones, like the cheap, low budget ones with some
The
British
YouTube
nigga
ones.
talking. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
man, it's a wrap. You get a British nigga and some good pictures. Oh my god, it's a wrap. You can tell
and
me anything, and I'm gonna listen.
that's that dude that a lot of these dudes that I know from this whole live stream join. What's that dude that makes that porcelain? You ever hear that guy porcelain?
Yeah,
Porcelain, I think his name is. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like he's like a British dude that does the YouTube documentary. That's funny you say that. You know what I mean? My elementary school here has one entrance, and you have to be buzzed in. Should be standard. Seem exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Well, my school as well. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think.
My daughter's
This
school is like that. It's 2 doors. You got to get buzzed in the first
Yeah,
one, and the second set is
yeah,
locked.
yeah. What kind of bro? Like to what level? like, you know what? Matter of fact, maybe this is a good quick one to throw on real quick because I just seen this. Like I said, I dumped a couple videos in
Mhm.
just to see. This is the timeline video,
Right.
right? Of like how it all unfolded. So this is actually a good one just to, because obviously shit, news is coming in by the fucking
Popping open a
hour with
side
this shit.
door at Robb
Hang
Elementary
tight.
School.
Let's
The
get this to the
gun
beginning.
video shows a teacher popping open a side door at Robb Elementary School. The gunman crashed his truck into a nearby ditch, crawls out of the passenger side of the truck, and starts running with a backpack. He fires shots at two men at a funeral home across the street from the school, but missed. The teacher who propped open the door got a phone and called 911 to report the crash and gunshots. 1 minute later, video
Jesus
shows the
Christ.
gunman in the school parking lot. He began shooting at the school and hid behind a car. At the same time, police arrived at the funeral home. And the school resource officer, who was not on the campus initially, arrived at the school and drove past the hidden suspect in the parking lot.
Come
The
on, bro.
gunman shot at the school again and again at 11:32. At 11:32, the gunman entering the school
shit's
through the
outrageous.
side door that had been propped open. DPS says the gunman fired more than 100 rounds at that time into rooms 111 and 112. At 11:35, 5 minutes after the 911 call, 3 police officers went into the school through the same propped open outside door. DPS says the gunman then shot 2 of the officers through the closed classroom door, grazing them with bullets. 3 other Uvalde police officers and a deputy county sheriff also went into the school. There was more gunfire at 11:37, 11:38, 11:40, and 11:44. At 11:51, a police sergeant and Border Patrol agent start to arrive. 12 minutes later, 19 law enforcement officers were inside the hallway. Both classroom doors were locked. At the same time, 12:03, a student inside classroom 112 called 911. At 12:10, the same caller told 911 there were multiple dead. 3 minutes after that, at 12:13, the caller told 911 that 8 to 9 students were alive. At 12:15, Border Patrol tactical officers arrived at the scene with shields. 40.
All right, so that's let's just take a quick peek at when this. So 11:27, right? So there was the fucking he crashed at 11. All right, so I said 11:28. This dude is crashing and shooting. So reasonably, right? Even with a bad response time, by 11:45, these motherfuckers should have had 30 fucking people, 30 cops, fucking border patrol, this, that. This man shot people before he even got into school, shot at people. Bro, what the failure, the level of failure
The
in this case.
The neighborhood wasn't worth enough money for them to respond to fast enough. If that happened downtown, that nigga wouldn't have made it.
Nah, I mean, man, bro. So they did say the teacher propped the door open.
Right.
So why did the teacher prop the door open? What even caused that?
I honestly don't know with that. Like, I don't even want to try to guess on that. Like, maybe they was trying to film it and turned around and ran and didn't think to close it. People's brains get different when
stress
shit popping off. Yeah.
That goes. Yeah, you're right. They talked about arming teachers. Now you can never do that. Yeah, if you're gonna do it, it either has to be properly vetted veterans,
right,
or like cops,
right,
or like someone on the job in some way,
right.
See, I don't think my man Helen is trolling here either, because I think he does lean far to the liberal side, so I think he's that. Listen, I mean, listen, it's impossible to do that at this point with all the guns in America. You can't do it.
Is it like it's some insane number, like 20 to 1 or something like that? It's like 60 to 1 or something nuts.
Let's see. How many guns in America? Let's see. We got 393 million weapons. 393. That's the quick joint
listed.
Yeah, and that's listed. Exactly. Those are the guns that you could get legally. And then we all know about the guns we grew up around that
You know how
You
many
know,
38s with no hammers sitting out there? You know how
you
many
know what I mean?
scratched up 9s is out there?
Scratch
Man,
cereals. You know
bro.
what I mean? Exactly. Coming, and that's the point. See, right there, bang to you. The HDK ban all guns, right? Come and take
Right.
it, and that's the problem. You're not gonna get the guns that already exist off the street without possibly starting a civil war. Like
Exactly.
for real, you could start a civil war based off some shit like that. You know, so it's like you need people to meet in the middle, and that's
Mm.
never gonna happen. But we gotta at least you need a little fucking give
There
here and
is
there.
no middle in America.
Bulletproof Bibles, everyone should have. Keep that shit right here,
Yo,
and it's like the movie. You
that
know what I
sound
mean?
like
You know, in the movies.
if Ghostface turned to gospel, that's what his first album will be. His first
Yeah,
gospel
yeah,
album will be.
yeah. Bulletproof Bibles does homicidal wallabies, bridal showers, homicidal powers. Ghostface fucking bars and shit. Shit don't make sense and make sense at the same time. You know
Bruh,
what I mean?
that'd be the most outlandish, lavish shit in the world.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, he say it is Beetlejuice. It is Beetlejuice, I think. All
I'm
right.
done.
It is Beetlejuice, bro. I'm wrong. Just let the good old boys take care of it. Yeah. Listen, and that's what it'll come down to. And bro, it won't only come down to that though, right? Because
Pretty much.
you know, there's a lot of black gun owners legally. There's a lot of Mexican that legally own guns, and that's where like it's those situations that will. The irony of it is it would unify the country, right?
Right.
If they did try to ban all guns and they said we're coming for your guns, next thing you know, you see the KKK and fucking a black separatist party fucking holding fort together at that point. You know,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
100%.
You
100%.
know, 100%. You know. Trying to understand about the police. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that there's really not
No
much
good
of a
reason.
fucking there's no good reason. Yeah, I mean it's
All I can think of is that neighborhood, the value of it isn't worth enough to respond to because bro, if I do a shootout in a cul-de-sac, a nice cul-de-sac, they're coming pretty quick. If I'm in the
oh,
hood,
100%.
it's
Yeah.
gonna take a minute. There's been mad times
Yeah.
I seen shootouts that lasted on some Grand Theft Auto shit for a minute,
Yeah.
and
I
they
seen a
came
couple
when
of
it
those
was
in New York.
over.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
it's a precinct, a 6-minute drive from here. That's with lights.
Yeah. They ain't even driving no more. I mean, they
Right.
ain't even what am I talking about? They ain't even driving no
They're
more.
not driving fast. They're not
Yeah.
flying in.
Yeah. Like they listen, man. I think my brain farted right there a bit. That's what happened right there. That
Nah,
was a
it
weed.
happened. It happened, man.
The weed just pinged the brain real quick. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I be telling everybody, I'm like, if you talk enough and do podcasts enough, you're gonna A, put your foot in your mouth, and B,
Yeah,
like it's gonna happen, and B, you're gonna
yeah.
get brain farts.
Oh yeah. I don't even give
Yeah.
a fuck, man. I'll eat my whole foot live on camera. That
Oh,
shit don't.
facts.
You know what I
Facts.
mean? Do you own a gun?
Facts.
Yes. We are both for sure gun owners. You know what I mean?
100%.
On both sides, the legal and the illegal have been owned and may still currently. but we're not gonna talk about that. You know what I mean? Most daycare places here have a 2-door buzzing system. Yeah, I mean,
Which is how it should be.
that should be automatic, right? That should be standard in every school. Automatic bang. Anywhere where there's kids housed for any long period of time, that should be automatic. And it might be at this school too. It might be this teacher fucked up and the cops fucked up. And then it just fucking boiled up to being the most casualties it could have been at that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
You
Right.
know? I get a mention. Okay. Ross is mentioned in 3. Bro, my man Ross, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. This man has terrorized the internet. You know what I mean? Like, bro, there's people, bro, you could go on 5 live streams right now, and
Mhm.
like they got PTSD from this motherfucker. And I ain't even lying, bro. Yeah, I ain't even fucking lying. I'm not telling you a single fucking
Oh,
lie.
he different there. He different.
Ross is wild with it, bro. That's my brother, though. You know what I mean? You know me. You know me. I find dudes like that. And that's who you know what we do.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
I
Just
remember
go
back
rock.
in the SoundCloud days, man.
Yeah,
I remember, man, waking
that
up
was a
at
wild time.
midnight, phone going crazy, looking over like, oh, them niggas again.
Man.
All right.
And it was me versus fucking the sound. I was telling Ross and Ian and all them dudes in this universe. It was the same shit. Like when I first came in there, it was like I came into this group and it was like these cliques already kind of like established, and then I just come in and you know me, I don't take nobody's shit, and I didn't know how to handle the internet as good at that point. You know what I mean? So I was that's when I was still at my computer like I'll kill these motherfuckers.
Yo, it take a
I mean?
minute to get out of that. It take
does.
a minute, bro. I didn't get out of the link up shit until I was probably like 28,
Yeah, give me your Addy and all that dumb shit.
bro.
You know what I mean?
First time somebody hit me
All
with
that
the
dumb shit.
give me your Addy, we'll link up. Bro, I was so down for it. It was insane. And what made me snap out of it and realize it's all bullshit was when I say, yo, let's link up, boom, boom, boom. Give me your location now. This is after he
Yeah.
already provided it. The man said, I'm going to pick up my son. I'm like, well, what? I'm like, okay, that's your way of copping out.
Yeah, yeah.
You got it.
And that's my whole thing with it, right? It's like, well, you know, and we'll get right back to this, but like, it's like, you know, I don't know, man. It's just, it's the internet days, bro. There's not much, you know, we can say the same things over and over about it. You know, the internet has just made people very comfortable saying things that in real life they would never utter. And it's
Bro,
just the way it is. You
we
know,
grew
it's
up
just
in
the
a
way it is.
time where you got punched in your mouth for saying certain stuff. I can look at how a person types on the internet, like when they using a regular profile, and tell if they've been punched in the face or not.
100%.
Because
100%.
when you
Have you ever?
tasted your own blood, you
Yeah.
know, that those things hurt.
Yeah.
Fists fell away.
Of course. And you could also tell, like, have you ever beaten anybody up?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
100%.
By the way they type. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
could tell, like, oh, you just never been in a fist fight before. Like
Mhm.
you've never like fought for your life for not 1 second in life, have you? You know what I mean? Like, no, you motherfuckers don't got no war stories, no scars, no battle wounds. You motherfuckers got the internet.
And soft as
You know?
tissue.
Oh man, bro, it's crazy. And you know what? These are the type of dudes. You know, it's them and their sons and their fucking nephews that are these fucking school shooting motherfuckers.
Mhm.
You know, these soft in the
Mhm.
spine, incapable of you know, being knowing when to be a gentleman. And you know, that's the thing. It's like it's become like cool or something online to be like the dickhead. Like, why? Like you're that insecure?
Yeah.
Be
It's
gentleman
all
first.
extremes. It's either a
Yeah,
dickhead or a white knight. It's one
yeah,
of the two. And
yeah.
like with old
Like
boy
that
who did the
shit.
school shooting,
Yeah.
me and my girl was reading something. He was a creep. Like, you know, he worked at some fast food joint. He was sending the girls there inappropriate text messages.
Oh, the shooter dude?
Yes.
I
And so
wonder.
like motherfucker, you gotta watch people that suffer from dry dickitis. They're gonna do something crazy.
Yeah. Them no pussy getting that's
It's the
dangerous.
same people. It's the cats
That's
that don't get
dangerous.
pussy, want pussy, and then start doing weird shit. The bullying is what made him go, Then the not getting pussy made him go, And then when he shot his shot, even though it was a bad shot and it was a weirdo shot, that made him go, oh, fuck
Took
it.
him that even more.
Fuck it.
And then
Oh,
he's struggling with his sexuality on top of it,
man,
you know, obviously, you know, from the pictures we've seen and shit.
man,
So it's just a fucking, you know, and from what
that's
I
not a
heard,
crime.
the dry dick. Oh, we got to ban crime. Yeah, ban it all, bro.
Yo, I like that.
Yeah, you got to ban. I mean, that would be the most ideal thing, right? But the only way to do that
That's some
is
Minority Report shit.
exactly that's you know, that's China, you know, that's what Russia is at
Uh,
times. That's the shit you don't want. That's why we gotta figure out how to get people to the table, right? From different walks of life that realize, okay, we should just try something, you know? We don't gotta
right.
get rid of all these motherfuckers, you know, we're not gonna get rid of the guns, and
Mhm.
we're not gonna fucking pretend like it's okay to get a gun that easy in certain situations.
Right.
Because it's not. There's some situations it should be a little harder to get a gun.
Oh,
I think that's fair to
100%.
say. You know what I mean?
100%.
I think that's
1000%.
fair to say. You know, interesting idea. It is. It is. If only Focus Live 5. Yes, Cass. If
There
you
you go.
found his YouTube, absolutely drop a link. You guys do your show what every
We
Saturday?
do it every Saturday at 10
Every
p.m.
Saturday. Every
Every
Saturday,
Saturday, 10 p.m. sharp.
he goes right. We go head to head with the fight sports shit in his show on Saturdays. That's his matter of fact. Don't post the link. Fuck Live 5 now.
Dual screen it. Dual screen it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Nah. All jokes aside, definitely go check the brother out, man. Support everything he does, man. You know, there's always a way to bounce fucking streams. I'm a whore. I bounce streams all the time, so I know. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's this shit right here. Peep this, man. This is one of the fucking most. Well, first of all, I'll put this up while I pull that up.
Mhm.
This was heartbreaking as fuck when I seen this. Right? You see this shit right there. Read that right quick while I pull this picture up.
Yo, when I heard about that shit hurt.
Man, you know, and that shit is real, bro. That shit is real because you've seen it. You've seen it with like grandparents. You know, like, you know, they're 80 or they're older or whatever the case. One dies, and then within a couple years later, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that broken heart shit.
That shit's real.
Could legit die from a broken heart. Like, that shit is not fucking. That shit ain't fake. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you know, come on, man.
That's
You
not
know,
no
that
play
shit's
shit.
sad. This joint, I want to see the girl talk about it. Actually, I don't know if the girl actually talks about it here, but peep this shit. This is one of the wildest things I've seen, and I just seen this right before we came on.
This is Mia Cirillo. She's just 11 years old.
I think I know what this is.
To cope with Tuesday's massacre. Her aunt and godmother,
Crazy.
Blanca Rivera, telling us the nightmare scenario was one she witnessed up close and personal.
And then around midnight, my sister-in-law called me, and she was crying. She's like, I think it just hit Mia. I think everything just came to reality now.
Rivera says Mia's teacher, Irma Garcia, was one of 2 teachers killed. Little Mia's friends and classmates were also targeted. That's when Rivera says Mia went into survival mode.
Crazy.
Mia got some blood and put it on herself so she can pretend that she was dead. Sister-in-law said that. She saw her friend full of blood, and she got blood and put it on herself.
Mia was injured, but
what a little gangster that kid is. You know what I mean? Oh shit! You didn't let me know I had the picture up the whole time. Fuck. You even get to see the girl. Hold on, because we gotta recognize and show love to this little gangster, bro. Because I mean, but just imagine the fucking, you know, with this little girl now, she has to live with that. Like, she might have been in survival mode. She was able to do it at that moment, be focused.
When that
but
adrenaline went down,
yeah,
bro, she'll never be the same again.
Never be the same again, man. Never be the same again. Yeah, she's gonna have to live with that image, bro. Smearing her friend's blood on her and pretending to be dead. That's fucking crazy, bro. You know what? You know, and honestly, I hate that, you know, there's some crazy shit to say, but like, that's some shit we should tell our kids to do. If they like, if your kid, some kids might not think that that's like a God forbid way to handle it. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, and you know, if it works, Jesus Christ, but that little girl is gonna be tortured with these memories, haunted for the rest of her life. For the rest of her fucking life. So you're gonna tell me we can't think of just something?
Your friend's blood on you to act like you're
11 years old.
First motherfuckers that's always riding around like active, that ain't never had to do nothing that traumatizing.
Exactly. There's people that went to war that didn't even have to do nothing that traumatizing. You know what I mean? That we're in war zones. There's people go in war zones. Shit kind of happens, you know, but you don't smearing, bro. Smearing. Come on, bro. I'm sure violent video games have nothing to do with it. Listen, everything has something to do with it, right?
Bro, we all getting desensitized. It started with shit, man. Rotten.com. Like, you can keep going back. You go back further and further. I don't think it's one thing in particular.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's just a whole matter of desensitizing us. Like, we're not meant to take in this much news.
Information is coming in too fast, too often,
so
and too raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, you're meant to see what goes on in your town, process it, move the fuck on. If it's a big shooting or something, okay, let the world know. But you're not supposed to know about this. The shooting that happened in Detroit, the shooting that happened over here.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's desensitizing us. They think it's helping us and it's teaching you. Yeah, it is, but like you said, it's too much information. It's information overload.
It's information overload, and it's like, you know, there's no one thing to blame for anything. You know what I mean? There's not
There
one thing
is.
to blame. You know, there's not one thing to blame, but the problem is we don't even do any little things.
Right.
Right. That's the fucking problem. It's like there definitely isn't one thing to blame. There's not one answer. Changing the gun law, doing this, make fuck it, let everyone. There's no one thing we could do that would totally prevent this. But there's a bunch of little shit that could be done, and this might never happen again. You know, if they do a bunch of little things, but are they gonna? Fuck no. They're gonna give 40 billion to fucking Ukraine. They're gonna fucking give money to Saudi Arabia. They're gonna ignore what's going on in fucking Yemen. Ignore this. We're gonna do whatever the fuck grimy shit we want to do and not take care of home. And that's the fucking problem
It's
with America. We
insane.
don't take care of home, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro, we paying to feed and house everybody else. And what we got going on over here? Bunch of hunger and a bunch of motherfuckers sleeping outside. Bro, we got tent cities. And we sitting there talking about something. Let's build some houses somewhere else. Now, I'm not against foreign aid. But at what point do we stop and say, clean your fucking room?
Exactly. Well, it's all political driven, right? It's all politically driven because if we spend the money, it's never humanitarian. It's not like we're like, yeah, it does make us look good and all that, to your point before. Yeah, but that's not why they're actually doing it. It's not the humanitarian is the actual, if it was, it would be more valid and more powerful. It's not. The point is, okay, we're gonna give them this because we need this from them on the back end, or we need to stop this other country from getting control of them. So we're gonna give them this money to help them push back that other country because it's in our best interest for us to have, you know, partnership or business dealings with that country. You've seen it with everything, bro. With everything, all this shit, bro. We 1 million motherfuckers we killed in the war on terror. And now they're crying over fucking Ukraine. And obviously, God bless for everybody in Ukraine and anybody who lost their life or family. But I mean, if we start comparing the fucking civilian death numbers that the United States put up and compare it to Putin over in Ukraine, they'd have to do a Ukraine war for 30 years to come near us.
People don't understand. America is low key. If you pay attention to it, it's kind of comic booky, superheroish, because we're in the business of having a villain. If we don't have a villain, we don't make money.
Yeah.
What the villain does, and we make most of our own villains. We either make them or we choose them. Like,
that is a fact.
We have to have it. War makes money. War generates revenue. War pushes industry.
Yep.
You gotta have a villain. If look at all the countries that don't have a villain, what they doing? Being shitty.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like there's got to be a hero.
It's wrong, but what they doing?
But what you said though is true. We create them a lot of the time, right?
Because we can control them.
Yeah, well,
it's
not even that.
Destroy what you build.
We create them through mistakes a lot of the time. Like we created Saddam Hussein as an enemy when he found out that we were selling weapons to both Iraq and Iran when Iraq and Iran were at war. That's one of the main reasons why Saddam Hussein ended up being like, fuck the United States.
Right.
You know, he was actually a culture war for the United States.
Do we really think that was a mistake? You know, in the back of somebody's mind.
The warmongers definitely don't. You know what I mean?
In the back of somebody's mind, they knew a mistake on the behalf of him getting as powerful as he did, but in the back of their minds, they know he's gonna turn on us. They know that shit. That's the point. Yeah, it would be perfect for us to just arm you. You take care of our problems for us, so we don't got to get our hands dirty and we can make our deals. But we know at the end of the day, your nuts gonna drop. We just don't expect you to actually be smart enough to do something.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yeah. We know that we weigh the risk and reward, at least at the end of the day. Well, we know, okay, even when his balls do drop, like you say, he ain't gonna really do much. But on the same token, the bounce back is crazy because then, you know, like we created Osama. You know what I mean? We fucking helped arm the Afghans to fight back the Russians, and we literally created the Taliban. We not the tribes and all the shit that makes up the Taliban, but that organization was created directly from our dealings, the CIA dealings with Afghans trying to push Russia from getting control
100%.
of Afghan during the Afghan wars. You know what I mean? And
Bro,
you get
we
9/11
created
that
the
occurred
most
from that.
dangerous cancer patient in the world.
Yeah.
Bin Laden is the most dangerous cancer patient. This is a nigga with AK and an IV bag.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah. And running how many people, you know, even being like that. You know what I mean? It's, you know, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I don't know what the fuck, but to get back to this little girl and pull up a couple comments here, but you know, like that little girl smeared blood on her face. She's never going to be the same. That's the shit I want people to consider, right? When they're steadfast in things.
Right.
Just consider this 11-year-old girl that smeared her friend's blood on her face in order to survive. Just consider that shit. And I'm not saying we cannot allow them to take the guns away, but we have to have some conversations, right? We have to have some conversations, you know, in my opinion.
These are the people we need to be having GoFundMe's for. She either A, needs to have government paid for, government sponsored therapy.
Yeah, for life.
For life.
Or
at least for the foreseeable future. And then have it monitored every couple years. And it should not come out of her parents or her insurance. Or if not, these are the people we need to have GoFundMe's for.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody that was directly associated with incidents like that, shit like that is what GoFundMe needs to be for. Not bitches getting stuck in Miami because they didn't suck enough dick to get to come back.
Yeah. Not because a bitch had a fucking a slow OnlyFans month. You know what I mean? You know, I gotta make up this
stuff
fucking,
like this. This is what needs to be paid for and helped. This is a survivor, not somebody who had a bad relationship. This is a survivor. Like all that other shit we see where motherfuckers say, "Oh, I was in this and that." Not to minimize it, but that's a fucking survivor. That's trauma. That's grade A trauma. No cut.
There is literally, right? Like you could go through a lot of shit in life, right? Aside from, you know, rape or some shit, you know what I mean? I don't think that's like almost the worst thing you could go through.
Yeah, you got to live with it.
Yeah.
Did you see the shooter's mom say he wasn't violent? Nobody's violent until they are.
Yeah, peep this shit. This is the mom begging for forgiveness for her son.
No lo juzgan. Yo nomás quiero a los niños inocentes.
You know what? Maybe I should read it just in case people are listening in the background.
No lo juzgan.
So he said, please don't judge him.
Yo nomás quiero
I just want to the innocent children who died, forgive me.
Perdóname.
I mean, listen, mama. It ain't your fault. You know, we can't be mad at you, but your son don't fucking deserve your son deserves to get fucking chopped up into fucking 10,000 pieces. You know what I mean?
Every parent of somebody who do some shit, what's the first thing they say? My baby ain't hurting nobody.
Yeah.
My baby, bitch, your baby hurt the hood. Your baby hurt everybody.
Listen, man, you
I
know, you
never
gotta
heard a parent say my kid wasn't shit. Sorry, ma'am, your kid wasn't shit.
Yeah. I think I've heard some parents go that route to a degree, right? I've heard some parents be honest about, you know, their kids' transgression, you know, but listen, a good parent,
they really have a good relationship with the kid.
Well, that's what you wonder, right? You wonder if there's any DJ Flat started war with Rick Ross. He's stupid as fuck. Yo, which is worse, that one or the Afghan war, bro? Let me know what you think. What you think, HDK?
We need wings, bro. We need wings. Wingstop is important.
Don't judge him.
Oh my God, is that why there's a chicken wing shortage because the war with Rick Ross?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't even connect the fucking dots.
He got a stockpile. That motherfucker got 45,000 pounds of chicken wings in his garage.
Makes sense, bro. We intervening in certain shit. We cutting niggas off. The gas prices go up. We got war with Rick Ross. Chicken wing shortage. It's all connected.
Did you see Katt Williams' new special? Speaking of chicken wings, he has some
Yeah.
dumbass chicken
Yeah.
wing joke. What'd you think of it overall? I would give it like a 5.
I'm gonna say it's apparent that he's more mature. So
Yeah.
I'm not a person that laughs out loud often. So I don't judge things on that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'll
But I
say
yeah.
it was a 7 out of 10.
You give it 7. You
'Cause
gave it
it
that
w
much.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I don't wanna say lower than that because it was funny. The material
Yeah.
he had high points. He had
Yeah.
points where he had some real talk moments,
I'll go
and
6. I'll go 6. You're right.
he
You're right.
did
You're right.
what he said he was gonna do on the you watched the Joe Budden podcast?
Fuck no, I don't watch that dog jerking off fucking weirdos podcast.
He had Katt on there, and Katt said,
He had Katt. Did he
um,
finger Katt? Because he jerks off dog? Boots.
he said a comedian should be able to make jokes without offending people, without offending anybody and everybody.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
that's a fact for sure.
Right. They should be able to. Not saying they have to, but they should have the
Yeah.
ability to do so.
Yeah.
And
for
he
sure.
did that. So the fact that he did that and stood on that and was still kind of funny,
Yeah.
I gave it a 7. Is it something I
thought he
watch
did
again? Nah.
I heard a lot of people going real hard on it, like shitting
Mhm.
all over the Katt Williams special, and I
Mhm.
thought that was a little much because there was a lot of what he said. He said Wendy Williams was Sasquatch or some
Mhm.
shit. He had a joke something along those lines, and the way he did that shit had me crying.
Right.
It was good. It was good. It had moments. You know what I mean? Like I said,
Right.
I'll go from 5 to 6. I'll go 6 on it. You know
But
what I mean?
that with the way how you said people were shitting all over it, bro. There's no one is able to say "Oh, it wasn't for me or it was I. It's either it was the best thing in the world or it was garbage
Fucking terrible.
because everybody feels like they have to be polarizing in order to go viral or to be
Get attention, right?
sensationalized. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't want attention though. They want to be sensationalized or go viral. So they say this is trash or this is the best thing in the world. There's no in betweens no more, dog.
Because nobody gives a fuck about the in between, right? Right? The
Right.
people are like, oh, I hate balance. You hate balanced people?
And
Wait,
but
hold on.
the thing about it is those are the people who get consistent views. Now, the viral and the sensationalized people who go either far left or far right, they get
Big
quick
pops.
views, big
Yeah,
pops,
big pops.
but there's no consistency in their viewership or their voices. Look at Fresh and Fit. Them niggas are insane. There's no consistency with what they saying. One's a cuck, the other's a weirdo with weird lips. Like, dog,
Yeah.
there's no consistency. So they
Who's
get
them chicks? Who's them black chicks that went viral once they started riding Trump's dick hard? Silk and
oh my god. Yeah, Silk and
Diamond?
Diamond or some shit like that.
Some dumb shit.
Oh my
The
god.
Hodge twins too. They're another fucking like these motherfuckers real life. But they're funny sometimes.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Like them dudes are legit. Like they legitimately. Like I don't like them because I hate polarized in general. But they be saying
There
some
are
shit here.
moments.
And I'm
There are
like, all right, you
moments.
motherfuckers are funny. You motherfuckers are funny. You guys are funny.
You could
know,
tell the people where it's a shtick, i.e. Charleston White.
Yeah.
And when it might be some real shit, like a Jesse Peterson. That might be real. And honestly, I think that nigga's like Weekend at Bernie's. Like I think he's dead.
Which
They
dude?
just
Which dude?
Jesse Peterson.
Jesse Peterson. Let me see. I don't know if I know that brother.
I'm pretty sure he's a dead man and they use him as a puppet. When you see him, you'll know what I mean.
Yeah, that's the black brother. Yeah.
He's
That
dead. He died like 50 years ago. They
that
just
motherfucker. He's another one. He definitely believes. See, he's super polarized.
Yeah.
And also believes the politics.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I like him though because he uses this tactic whenever he's interviewing people. Whenever they make a good point, he says, "Amazing," and it throws them off because it's like, wait, he just acknowledged what I said while also shitting on it.
Yeah,
and it's fucking genius.
Which is the way it should be, right? Like you should be able to be all right. Like a good example on the other side of that too is but a better example of how you should be is my man oh my god, bro, what the fuck's my Russell Brand? I was about to say Elton Brand. That's what fucked me up.
Very different.
Yeah, very different. Elder
Very
Brand,
fucking
Russell Brand, two very, you know what I mean? That's what's in my head for a second. But Russell Brand, super left wing, right?
Mhm.
But can talk with a super right wing person
Right.
and still have a good conversation and
Yep.
still respect that, you know, and that's why free speech and all these freedoms we have cannot be compromised, because you don't get anywhere if people who disagree can't talk.
Oh, 100%. You can't
You know,
learn.
where can we more and more insulation? That's all that happens. More and more insulation, more and more division, more and more fucking. If we get any more divided, bro, if we get any more divided in this fucking country, bro, if Trump wins again, we're fucked. If Biden wins again, we're fucked.
We're
You know
all
what I mean?
going to sleep.
We're fucked,
Bro,
bro.
Biden would probably be a good president if you remembered he was president. That nigga's so fucking sleepy, dog. Like, if he
He's too
remembered,
compromised. That's the problem with him too. He's
or
old as fuck
he's
and he's very
sleep.
compromised. He's old as fuck. He's old as fuck, bro. Right? Our last two presidents, right? Our last two presidents have been the two versions of grandfathers, right?
Oh, facts.
The wild grandfather who don't know how to fucking put a filter on and don't shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the grandfather who you're having a conversation about, we should have put him in a home 2 years ago.
Oh, facts. And he still
That's
want to
last two
drive.
presidents. Yeah. He said, my man, he reminds me of the detective from Menace to Society who says, you know, you messed up. You know, you messed up. That is his status, though. You know what I mean? He's authentic in his polarized views. That's what I'll give
Bill
him.
Duke. That's his name. Bill Duke. Who he talking about? He talking about Bill Duke.
Bill Duke?
Yeah. Now, you know you done fucked up, right?
Oh, my man, Bill Duke. Yeah, that is him, right?
Yeah.
That is my brother, Bill Duke. Yeah,
He lost mad weight. Like,
yeah. He lost mad. But yeah, that's my man. He was in
he's
Predator.
like 1,000 years old too, right?
He's
Oh
old
yeah,
as
he
fuck.
was in Predator. I'm gonna have me some fun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have me
yeah.
some fun.
Yeah.
That
Wait,
shit's
Jordan
scary.
Slave. Who's Jordan Slave? Who's Jordan Slave? Damn it. I wish I knew my man. So hard to keep up with the comments and keep up with the conversation.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You lose some, you know what I mean?
I just had a
But
brain fart.
Jordan, okay, hold on. Here we go. Jordan got Jesse for a package.
Cigarettes.
It's stupid as fuck.
Yo, is he talking about Michael Jordan?
Maybe.
Because if
I
he's
don't
talking
know.
about Michael Jordan's jeans,
I don't know if it's a
Jordan's
straight
jeans
troll,
are
like if he's just
racist.
saying funny shit, or if it means something, but either way, it's funny. And
I
that's
hope
all
he's
that
not
matters.
talking about
You know
Michael
what I mean?
Jordan's. You ever see Michael Jordan's jeans? He's the last nigga in America wearing bootcut jeans. Bro, them jeans are big as like he has a way of wearing jeans from 93 and 2001. Like it's insane. Like his jeans look like they whisper hard R's. Like they look crazy. His jeans is
He got like
crazy.
the Chinkos or some
Yeah,
shit.
but
Whatever the shit's called.
they're like they're starched. So it's odd. Like when you see his jeans,
I know what you're talking about. Like at the bottom, they're like fucking.
look at them jeans, bro. You're not gonna tell me them jeans don't hide racism in them.
Yeah,
look at them jeans.
Stupid. Well, I mean, and that's a big thing, right? You know, and you can speak to this more than I can. I repeat what my brothers have said relating to these conversations. But Michael Jordan is not revered in the hood except for his basketball skills.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like as far as what he's done, you know, what he could have done from a philanthropy standpoint, or what Jordan's the damage that they caused, you know, in the hood.
The thing about Jordan is a nigga. What people don't understand, like Jordan's not like a black. Jordan's a nigga.
Yeah, he's not like a white black dude at all.
Right.
You know,
he's not even a black dude. He's a nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
the worst,
who was that said they was trying to take pictures with him? He's like, I don't take pictures with niggas. Now that shit is funny. That right there said everything. That was like, oh, he's not whitewashed, or he's not this, he's not that. He's just a nigga with money.
Yeah.
He said, I don't take pictures with niggas. Somebody came up and tried to take a picture with him. That was hilarious, but it said so much.
But that's why I can like I never listen. First of all, you know, I was a Knick fan in the 90s, so you know, I hated Jordan's guts, period, as a basketball player. You know what I mean? But then when I you know what I mean? But then when I fucking, you know, really found out more about like his business dealings, that's when I realized, okay, he's not really a great guy. You know what I mean?
No.
Jordan is not
It's,
not
you
not
know
a
how hard it is
great
to
human.
be financially well off and maintain morals,
Especially that well off, right? You know what I mean?
bro.
Like $1 billion well off type shit. You know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
put it to you like this: if you ever see me beyond, let's say 5 million, I'm gonna turn into a Disney villain. I'm a, I'm a,
Straight up.
like that's how evil I'm gonna get. Like I'm gonna demolish apartment buildings with old people and turn them into strip malls. Like I'm gonna do flagrant shit.
Grind down the old people's bones, like
Oh,
use the dust
100%.
somehow. Make
100%.
make
I'm
make,
gonna
make
throw that
use
shit
the
up like LeBron. It's gonna be crazy.
villainy. Straight up, bro. Yeah, it's to
You have a
circle
good
back,
night.
right?
Mhm.
What do you think, right? Like all right, if you had to choose, like, out of all your thought processes with the mass shootings, with those strictly, gun violence in general is a bigger conversation, because then people don't talk about how many gun deaths are actually suicides. They leave that out. And then they leave out how many gun deaths are actually caused by illegal guns anyway. So that really doesn't relate to gun law conversations. You know what I mean? So if you had to say, oh, nah, I'm drinking water by the fucking jug, bro. That's the only reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, like I'm still pretty healthy, even though I'm a big dude. You know what I mean? Because I drink tons of water, bro. I drink like 2-3 gallons a day a lot of the time. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah, I try to. So what do you think? If you had to pick like your main joints, you would say we need to have more stop gaps in the schools.
Yes, 100%. I think we need more stopgaps in the school. I think we need not just security guards, but if we do have security guards, they need to go through a certain type of or level of training to where they
Yeah,
can handle large caliber or assault rifles. Because these dudes that's doing it with body armor, you're not doing nothing with a 9. You need man
yeah,
stoppers.
yeah,
5.56s, 2.23s, 7.62s, or 45s at the least.
yeah. Yeah, you
You
ain't gonna do
need
no department issue. You're not doing it with a department
right
issue.
with a
Fucking
9 or a
burn.
38. You're not doing that.
Nah.
Um, and the third thing I say we need better tabs on people who are complained about or people that make threats. It shouldn't just be a slap on the wrist and he was evaluated, he's okay. No, that
Yeah,
comes from somewhere.
yeah.
And
I
even
agree.
if it is a joke, maybe me and my girl was talking, we was like, yo, people that threaten schools or threaten to shoot it up, it shouldn't just be a mental evaluation. Yo, let's monitor this person. Let's put an ankle bracelet on this person. Let's not
100%.
throw them in jail
Oh,
because
no,
that
yeah,
goes
maybe not
back.
an ankle bracelet. That might like when like I'm not against it. Like it might be a little too authoritarian. Like, yo, my man Regis is like, oh, you made a threat, bro. He's like, yo, maybe. Listen, just an idea. We throw a shackle around his neck, a little joint on his ankle for 3 months, and then we
Like,
see.
yeah, like just something to monitor because I'm not with the throw them in jail because we got to pay for that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I'm
if
not going to throw him in jail.
some
Yeah,
way to monitor these people, because if you say you're going to shoot something up and then it's all dismissed, you go buy a gun. Monitor this motherfucker. If you got a bracelet on his leg for, I don't know, you say you're going to shoot a school up, monitor you for 5 years.
yeah. Maybe
Because
you.
usually it take that some years for you to prep that shit.
Yeah,
Right. We
yeah.
see you
Minimum.
going within X amount of feet of a school, that shit goes off. We see you going to X amount of feet of anything that might sell weapons, it goes off. Get your shit delivered. Walmart deliver, motherfucker.
I think I'm coming around to this a little bit. But the only thing I think that you'd have to be careful with that is what do you determine a threat fully, right? Is it calling the school directly? Is it just saying it? Because that's where it gets a little like, rough. Because like, let's say like you're just, it's like just an idiot talking to his friend or something, and he did, like, literally he would never do it, but he's
But
like, oh,
I think
my
context
kid's
matters.
just being an asshole. My team, yeah, exactly. Context matters. So it's
Context.
like,
If you post it on social media, let's go. Let's get
you
you
got to get
because
monitored.
you said that to be seen. If somebody
Yes.
just joking with
Yeah.
his friends,
Yeah.
maybe let's not take it that serious, but let's monitor their social media.
Yeah. I agree
Let's
with
do
that.
a soft monitor.
Yeah. So if you're talking the ankle monitor shit, you would say maybe like that's if you get to the point where like
That's blatant.
you say You're saying ankle monitor for social media posts that threaten things
I'm
like that?
saying
Or
ankle monitor for somebody who say to a teacher or to a person directly that they're planning to threaten something, that they're planning to do something, or they're posting that they're gonna do something. Because if you posting
so
you're gonna
post
do
it too.
something, you're weaponizing threats. You're trying to spread fear. You're trying to spread all
Yeah.
types of shit. And if you say it directly to somebody, I'm even more scared if you say it just to one person, because now you're
Yeah.
trying to keep it low.
Yeah, yeah. I think for
So
schools, I'm with you. Maybe for like, I wouldn't say you would go that route if like somebody like is talking about like shooting up like a fucking stadium or like things like that. I think maybe you'd be a little more like,
and again,
you
that's
know, you have to like
context.
a little,
I think
school
it
though.
depends on the person. Like if it's somebody who got known erratic behavior, or they've been locked up for doing shit in that vein where this might could lead up to that. No, let's get you. But it
Okay,
would
so like if
that
you
would
have a
call
history of
for
like violent, if you have a history
right,
of violent behaviors or threats in the past, and then you're talking about
right,
a stadium or the Walmart or whatever the fuck, maybe them too then. All right. I'm not
100%.
I'm not I'm coming around a little more to it. I think it could work. I just think the whole thing with everything, right,
Right.
is the same way. If you take away rights, you don't get them back. Once you give them the power to institute more forceful police-like behaviors, you also don't get those back most of the time.
Oh, I
So
agree.
it's like, you got to be but it's a good thought process, and I think there's something there. And I think if you parse it out in a real,
That's how it should be. That's why I don't never advocate for the jail, because jail means more money out of our pockets. That means more jobs for other people, but not the kind of jobs we want.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think
yeah, we should,
with the
yeah.
monitoring people,
Oh,
it could be. Oh yeah, I just cut off. My camera
lost
died.
it.
Hold on. Let me go to my other camera.
I'm avoiding all black jokes right now.
I'm gonna just use this one because we probably near the tail end now.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up pretty soon anyway. When we do this joint, like we would talk about before the show, we're trying to like, maybe like an hour and a half at most. Occasionally if it goes over that, but we want to keep it, mostly to the topic that we're looking for, and then a little trail offs like we did
Right.
here. You know what I mean? But
I can't pull it up now, but yeah.
yeah. Up. Yep. That gives new definition to a colored person.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna just leave it on that.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
This
All
motherfucker's
right.
just what is he?
Let's let Cass fucking shit on me real quick. She said, I don't look like I drink water. I swear I do. Water and cupcakes. I'm on a strict diet. What I do is, you know how motherfuckers like with the hot dogs and the water?
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? I do that with cupcakes. You know what I mean?
I'm done.
I'm like,
I ain't
fucking,
gonna hold you, bro. I want some cupcakes, man.
man.
Shit.
Man, I'm like, don't even bring the shit in the house because I won't go buy it. But if it's in the crib and it's 1 a.m. and I'm
Mhm.
high, I might
That's the
eat
best time to
12
eat.
Hostess.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like me and my girl, we doing no snacks until our trip. We going out of town for 9 days. We going to NOLA. And
Oh,
every time we go out of town on one big trip once a year. And I do this thing called the No Feet Tour. Dog,
no feet tour?
No Feet Tour.
A bunch of motherfuckers with no feet just
No,
take you around the city.
it's you trying all the bullshit you always wanted to eat to the point where you might lose your feet.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
You might get diabetic and lose your
Oh,
feet like
100%, 100%.
overnight. Yeah. Told me that KTV said we should arm the children. Stupid as fuck, right? Maybe, hey, listen, maybe high schools, right? Just give everybody guns, right?
Oh
Like,
my God.
see how
Yo,
that
arm the
yeah.
children is frightening. If my 4-year-old had a gun, I'd be dead.
Oh
He'd have
man,
definitely
you
shot
kidding
me
me?
just playing with me.
Man, listen, of course. The fucking and think about the lack of, and that's the thing too, right? With like this whack job, especially particularly, it's like think about how like not in control of your emotions you are when you were 18, like looking back, right?
Mhm.
Right? How in control of your emotions were you when you were 18?
Oh my God, yeah, I'd have been
bro,
Oh shit!
I was like a fucking, I was a maniac when I was 18. You know,
I'd have been out of here. I'd have been
seriously,
fucking out of here.
I like, man, the shit. I'm just so happy, man. That's why, like, I'm glad, like, I got out of New York when I did. I've been up here, like, fucking, close to 10 years at this point.
Right.
And I'm glad I got out when I did, because I got lucky, and white played a factor in some scenarios too,
Mhm.
that I got away with the shit I got away with completely. No F's, you know what I mean? Not one felony on the resume, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's beautiful.
You know what I mean? And there was plenty of fucking, you know what I mean? There's plenty of felonies that were possible, you know what I mean? You know? Plenty, bro. Plenty, But yeah, man. Let's run through the comments a little bit and then we'll probably wrap it.
All right, then.
You'll get time check. Got my fight against Sonny listening. He's so stupid, bro.
Said I eat all kinds of bacon. Oh, I can't wait till the morning, man. My shorty already told me she making me some pancakes and some bacon.
Oh, the bacon. Woo!
And my kids is gone for the week. Man, my kids is leaving tomorrow at 1 and they not coming back to Tuesday.
Oh, you're good. You got it. You're gonna fuck like before you had kids. You know what I mean?
And I just got snipped, nigga. And I just got snipped. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's celebrate my man Regis, my man Absolute. He actually just got his balls snipped. You know what I mean? No more little absolutes. He has 13 kids though. It's a stereotype. I mean, sometimes
Oh
true.
man, facts.
Yeah. Now he like me. You got 3, right?
Yeah. 2
Yeah.
girls and a boy.
Yeah, man. I have the same. I have the same, actually. 2 girls and a boy. It's funny.
Who's your
One
middle
old-
child?
My middle child is my daughter. My daughter. Oldest is daughter, and then my middle, and then my son. I got my son on the last try. I'm like, if this isn't a fucking boy, I'm fucking driving this car off the fucking cliff. You know what I mean? I cannot have another fucking bro. I've been like getting abused by women, since I was born. You know what I mean? I'm good.
It's difficult, man. Me and my man RJ, man, we try to fight them off, but they got us by 1.
Yeah, it's rough, bro. It's rough, man. It's rough. And my well, I'm only gonna talk certain things because you get with this internet shit, bro. Some of the people I dibble dabble with, I gotta like fucking be careful with what I even say personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got a few more comments to run through. Just make sure I like to try to get them all in there. They're taking the time to type it. You know what I mean? I would be dead if I grew up in America. I was in a gang, worked for organized crime, did drugs. Yeah, my man, Grass Fed South Edge, Instagram, Grass Fed man. He's in Australia. He's down in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Good brother.
This is a knife.
Yeah. We call that a knife. I'm trying to get him to get on fucking streams here and there, bro, because this dude knows history facts that like real shit, abstract shit that you ain't never heard. And it's like, oh, bro, you should get on stream. But some people don't love the whole camera shit. And I'm a whore. I can't get enough of it. It's what keeps me sane. It's what keeps me sane, bro. If I didn't create
at this point, yeah.
I gotta create, bro. If I'm not creating or doing something along the lines of creation, my mind is just like, the fuck else I'm gonna do? I don't even understand what people do. You know what I mean? They just like sit down and read and shit or some shit. I gotta be doing something.
It's difficult.
Yeah. All right, let's see. We'll let Beetlejuice pretty much. Okay. My man gave you a crikey for the knife. You know what I mean? Crikey. Oh, my bad. When my dog had it done, they called it something different. Might be something. All right. I am warming to the idea of getting on camera. That's what I want to hear.
There we go.
That's what I want to fucking hear, bro. Because I would like to definitely get you on some streams and talk some shit, bro. Dude, them dudes that know so much about history and weird facts that like that could just be the show. You just come on, tell me some shit.
Kind of like that.
What I mean? Hell yeah. All right, so I guess we'll wrap it up. We're right at we said about an hour and a half. We want to keep it at most. We're at $1:20. I think that's good. Test run that didn't really feel like a test run. It felt good.
Felt good. You know what I mean? Felt good.
Yeah, felt good for sure. Listen, everybody in the chat, we appreciate you.
Man,
we're going to be aiming to what we're gonna be aiming to do this every Friday at midnight. And obviously, you know, Wednesdays 9:30, original WHiggaz comedy. Live 5, correct? It's not on there, so I don't want to fuck.
Li-Fi Network Comfortably Canceled podcast.
That's every Saturday at 10 o'clock.
Every
I got
Saturday.
the boxing shit Saturdays. I got some shit in the works with my man Vin Sane. We got a lot cooking. So anybody who supports, we really do appreciate y'all. Much love, Cass. Appreciate you.
Thank
Always
you.
coming through. Beetlejuice, my brother. Love you all. Talk soon.
Y'all be
Peace.
safe out there.
Much love.